Okay. Hi, Neha. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Neha.
Hi.
Yeah. So, firstly, I want to congratulate you for your big achievement that you got admitted to the University of Waterloo. Okay. Now, what I want to ask you is, like, how was your preparation when you did the preparation for this particular university? What all things that you do that could be helpful for others?
Okay, I can break it down into different sections. So
Okay.
the first thing was the grades part of it.
Okay. So
So
first
I
was
applied to mechatronics engineering, and the courses that were required, since I'm from Ontario, it was advanced functions, calculus, chemistry, physics,
so
English.
calculus,
Yeah.
calculus, advanced function,
Yeah.
advanced function, then
Grade 12 chemistry.
good chemistry,
Yeah. Physics,
physics,
English,
English.
and one other university or mixed level class.
Okay, one other university.
Yeah, so they take these six classes and then they find the average. And
Okay,
for my program, the average had to be around low 90s, but my average was in the high 90s. So, yeah, aim for mid to high 90s just to be safe. So that's the
okay.
first part of it.
So high 90s is better.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that is for mechatronics at University of,
Waterloo, yeah.
and is that the most seeked course?
It depends on what you're going for. I personally, I was interested in computer and mechanical, so it was perfect for me.
Okay,
Yeah. Um,
and
there's more competitive and like less competitive programs if you go on the Waterloo website, but
okay,
for mechatronics, usually it's just these courses that they look at for engineering.
okay. So, and are there any other courses like those which are as competitive as these?
Yeah, yeah, there's like computer, mechanical, there's a whole list for them. I can pull it up if you'd like.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. Computer
Yeah.
and
Mechanical and electrical.
so these are core engineerings
Yeah, yeah.
and electrical.
And there's more competitive ones where you definitely need like high 90s for biomedical or software.
So for this also you need like higher 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is just to get the provisional admission or to get the forms. Am I right?
Um, well, I mean, anyone can apply, but to be actually considered, they make sure that you have around low 90s.
Okay, at least low 90s. Okay, that's good. And biomedical engineering is also like how much? It's extremely
It's called tier one. So mechatronics is in tier two, so it's competitive, but not as competitive as tier one. Tier one is software and biomedical. And if you're
okay.
applying for those two, then you really need to be competitive enough in terms of marks and the next part
Right.
we talk.
Okay. Okay. And then so and you have got admit into the mechatronics or you got into computers.
I got into mechatronics.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
then the
that
second,
was the course that you were looking for and that is what you have achieved.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's good. And okay, which were the other universities that you were considering?
University of Toronto and
Okay,
Queens, Western, and McMaster.
University of Toronto. Okay, and are the requirements same as that of the University of Waterloo for this?
Yeah, it's the same courses.
Okay, so you applied at University of Toronto, Queens,
Western and Mac.
okay, Western, and fifth one was the Mac.
Yeah.
Okay, McMaster. Okay, now how about the requirements? Like, is University of Waterloo more? competitive, or even these are competitive as University of Waterloo?
In terms of competitiveness, I'd say U of T and Waterloo are the most competitive.
Okay.
But for McMaster, I applied to biomedical engineering and health science. It's called iBiomed.
Yes.
Yeah, and for that one, you need one extra course. It's biology, and I did
Right.
get into that program, but I would say iBiomed is most competitive out of everything I applied to.
Okay. Okay. So you didn't seek that course, right? You didn't opt
It
for.
was Yeah, it was my third choice, so I don't really want to go, but
Right. So your first choice was Waterloo, second choice was University of Toronto, and third was McMaster. Am I
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. And how about Queens and Western?
Queens, I got into mechatronics engineering and computing, and then for
Okay.
Western, I got into general engineering and computer science.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's about good. I think you had a very good score, and because of that, you got admitted in most of the universities where you were interested in and the course that you were interested in, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
So for Waterloo, U of T, and McMaster, there was a supplementary application and an interview. But for
correct.
Queens and Western, they only looked at my grades.
Okay, that's great. Along with the grades, do they look into anything other than the grades?
Yeah, so they look at your supplementary application and then an interview.
Okay, supplementary application. What is that?
For the University of Waterloo, they call it the AIF, Admission Information Form. And there's a lot of resources online, but to put it
Yeah.
into simple terms, it's just a question about why do you want to go to Waterloo? And then
Okay.
there's a few questions on why engineering.
Okay, so it's like a statement of what you say. We
Interest.
call, yeah, so what we call it, there was a term for it we used to say. So it's like, and do you need any letter of recommendations from your teacher to apply
No,
to these courses?
no.
Okay, so I think it's a statement of purpose, SOP.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of essays.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we used to call it as a statement of purpose if we want to get admitted to the master's courses somewhere. So
Okay.
it's similar to that. Okay. So you need a supplementary. And how about the fees? Like if I compare Waterloo, University of Toronto, and the others. So
Um, I
are
think
they? Yeah, go
from
ahead.
what I know, Waterloo Mechatronics is around 19,000. I don't exactly know. I don't
Right,
remember what the number was.
right,
And U of T is around 14,000.
right.
But the thing about Waterloo is that you get co-ops in
Correct.
between your school terms, so that's why I'm leaning towards Waterloo because
Yes.
I could pay off my
Correct.
student debt. But for U
Yes.
of T, there's something called a PEY, which is personal experience year, and you still get work experience, but it's only for 1 year. You don't get to do multiple jobs.
Okay. Okay. And so basically at Waterloo you get multiple jobs. Like each year you go to different universities, or not university, different industries. You get a chance
Yeah.
to work over there.
Yeah, you can do the same one, or you can do like different companies and different industries and try them out.
Okay. And like, do they pay well as an intern?
Yeah, yeah. So you're working as an intern, so it is a paid position.
That's good. That's good to know. And is that the reason why most of the kids opt for University of Waterloo? And like, is it only specific courses where they get the co-op, or is it like they have a co-op program and apart from that they do have a non-co-op program too?
It depends on the program you're applying to. So engineering is co-op only.
Okay,
So since I got into engineering, I have to do co-op all through university. But
correct.
there's other programs like in the science faculty where you can opt out of co-op or you can do co-op.
Okay, okay, that's good.
Yeah, and to answer your question before,
Yeah,
most people, like, if they want to work right after university, then they opt for Waterloo because you have the experiences and you could jump right into the industry. But
correct.
if you want to go into research or teaching, then people usually go to U of T because they're more famous for research.
Okay, okay, that's another insight.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to be a what ready to industry, Waterloo is a choice, and if you are keen into research, University of Toronto is a better option.
Yes.
Okay, why not? I've seen many of the kids getting interested in McMaster for the health sciences program. So why is that the case? Why McMaster is so seeked for health sciences?
Yeah, so initially, like a few years ago, I wanted to go into health science, so I applied to that as well. I didn't
Yeah,
hear anything yet; they didn't release anything, but
right,
I think Mac Health Science is really good if you're trying to go into medicine. So if you're trying to go to medical school after undergrad,
right.
then it's very popular because the courses are pretty easy to get high marks, so you'd end up with a really high GPA. So when
Okay,
medical schools are looking at their applications, if they see a high GPA, then you're easily considered.
okay. So mm, does that mean that the other universities, it's very difficult to get a higher GPA?
Yeah, so from what I've heard, McMaster Health Science and Queen's Health Science, it's doable to get a high GPA. But if you go to U of T Life Science or other universities, then you actually have to like struggle to get a high GPA.
Okay, so it's basically like a roadblock to your entry to the medical school.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, that's good to know. And regarding your preparation for all the subjects, like it's difficult, like getting like higher 95s in all of them. So how was the preparation for each and every subject that you did?
Okay, so to start, I did physics in grade 11. So I did it second semester of grade 11. So
Yeah,
I think I had full focus on physics because that was my only grade 12 class. So I
right,
had homework and I would watch like online YouTube videos
correct,
and actually like be in class and ask questions. So the general
right,
like study methods, but I think
right.
physics I had an advantage because that was my only grade 12 class in that year.
Okay, so you did that
For,
in grade 11.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that was the difficult course that you did in grade 11.
Yeah, and physics, like grade 12 physics as a whole is difficult, so definitely preparing, like getting tutored or watching videos would be
Yeah,
useful.
yeah. And how about like English, advanced function, chemistry, calculus?
Okay, for chemistry, I got tutored, of course,
Yeah,
and that helped a lot, like really getting a good understanding.
yeah.
And then advanced functions, I would say I'm pretty good at math, so just doing the homework was enough for me. And then,
Okay,
yeah, for
okay.
English, I have English and calculus right now, so
So
um,
you're currently doing English and calculus,
yeah, everything else I already finished, so
right?
English isn't
So
too hard.
chemistry you did in grade 11 as well as in grade 12, am I right?
Yeah, I did grade 11 chem in grade 11.
Okay, and grade 12 in grade 12.
Yeah,
But you did that in semester 1,
yeah.
like during what we call as the spring.
I think it was like September to
No, it
January.
was fall. Yeah, during the
Yeah,
fall. Did you do grade 11 and grade 12 during the fall, or like how grade
it's
11?
requisite, so I needed to have finished grade 11 to go into grade 12 chemistry.
Okay, so you completed this in the fall of grade 11 and this in
Yeah.
the fall of grade 12. Okay, physics, how when did you finish physics? In the
I
fall?
did grade 11 physics in first semester and then grade 12 in second semester.
Okay, fall. Okay, both. And grade 12 you did when you were in grade 11.
Yeah, so there's two semesters, right? So I
Yeah.
just did one after the other.
Okay, so fall and spring you completed.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And how about advanced function?
Advanced functions I did in first semester of
Okay.
grade 12.
So so was physics the most difficult course for you where
I
you
would say,
required?
yeah, because I was doing it in grade 11. Even though I had full focus, like you need a lot of math skills, and I
Right.
hadn't done advanced functions yet. So, um, really understanding the math part of it was important. So definitely it was the hardest one.
Okay. So do you think that physics and advanced function should be done together?
Um, Not necessarily. I think if someone has like higher math skills and they're able to take it, then doing physics early is a good choice still. It just
Okay.
takes a lot more attention. Advanced
Right.
functions, I wouldn't say is like a huge like difficulty. You just have to do the homework.
Okay, that's good to know. How about calculus?
Calculus, you have to do advanced functions before calculus.
Okay, this needs to be done first, then you can do calculus. Okay, did you take, like, I know you did tutoring with for chemistry, but did you do tutoring for physics?
I had like a teacher who did online videos. So she just had a
Okay,
bunch of YouTube videos. I would just watch those.
okay. So
Yeah.
so you hired her or you just referred to her YouTube videos?
Oh, I just looked at her YouTube videos. No, not
Okay, okay. And how about uh, advanced function? Did you do advanced function? Like,
I
did
didn't
you?
get tutoring for anything else.
Okay, okay, good to know. Okay, that's all the questions. I think this discussion will be helpful for the kids who are looking to prepare for their university admissions. So thank you for taking your time and coming on board and having this discussion with me.
Of
Thank you
course.
so
Yeah.
much. Okay, thanks, Neha. So I'll
Yeah,
just
no.
stop the video.